Hello, everybody. I'm Will.
And I'm Kristen.
And this is So I'm Watching the Sandman, Season 1, Episode 5.
24/7.
Okay, so I had, for clarity, I had stumbled upon a Twitter thread like 9 months ago when they were filming that was talking about this episode.
Okay.
And so I had like sort of sought out what was happening without any context. So that's why I was sort of like, I know this episode's coming.
Yeah.
And then when we got it, it was fine. It was good. But the way that they were talking about it, it was like,
Oh.
So I definitely enjoyed it. I definitely have things to say. But I think that's why I had kind of built it up in my head as being this like unfilmable monstrosity.
No, it's nothing like that.
Because obviously the comic, I mean, the comic takes it like hour by hour.
Sure.
And there's stuff that they just sort of glossed over. Like I know they go feral for like an entire section and stuff. It was interesting. I have several different things to say. Did you like it?
Yeah.
You did? Okay.
I liked it a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Any specific?
It was just really interesting. I guess, but the flaw for me at the center of John's plan is that society needs lies in order to get by. Obviously. I'm
not a fan of John.
No.
And that's nothing I don't really think in the writing or the acting or anything like that. I enjoy David Thewlis. I was aware that I know who he is. And in my mind, I was like Remus Lupin and Ares from Wonder Woman. But the whole time I was watching this, I was like, why is the shame wizard?
Oh, yeah. And I forgot.
It's all I could hear. And I kind of hate that I let that happen.
No,
it's
fine.
It's fine. Okay.
It's fine. If anything, it's his fault for taking both of these roles.
I know it's part of the crux of the eternal question, yada, yada. But I'm just not impressed by these types of characters, these edgelord characters who think they've figured out the world and the cynical, like, that's how he sounds.
Like, everybody just has to be honest with each other. And it's like, what? No, please don't tell me what you think of me.
But even this was my issue watching the episode, was I was sort of fighting it a little bit because of my own internal worldview, which is not what John.
Yeah.
I am not that type of person.
I think we're both lean a lot more towards like Bet.
She was great.
She was super great.
For just like a day player, Emma Duncan.
Yeah.
Although I was really thrown by the stuff with her son because Emma's like 21. So I was like,
shut up.
Yeah.
Okay. Weird.
When I Googled it, she didn't look old enough. I think Bet is supposed to be older.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I was sort of like, what's happening with this? They did say in the beginning college, and I was like, right, okay.
Yeah.
But no, I just sort of poked a whole bunch of holes in John's plan in the beginning when she called him handsome. And he was sort of like, but do you really think I'm handsome? And I'm sort of like,
that's just a waitress thing, man.
And also plenty of people beauty can mean different things. Like plenty of people can be handsome without being sexually desirable to one specific person.
Sure, like you recognize as a like fact of the world that George Clooney is an objectively handsome man. He just doesn't do anything for you.
But I mean, even more so, like it's like I think David Thewlis is capable of being a very handsome man. Yeah. Maybe not specifically the way he's being presented there, but it's like
pajamas still.
No. So it was just the sort of thing where I was just sort of like I saw where the episode was going. And so like the whole time I was sort of at war with it.
No, I get that for sure. I get that 100% because I'm just like, all of these poor people in this diner.
These people are just trying to get by.
Don't deserve it.
No, let them have it.
Yeah.
And I also, I've been grappling with this for the whole first 5 episodes. And I think I'm finally on board with the help of my love for American Gods, which is actually very similar.
It is, yeah.
That this is happening everywhere. Which was the case in American Gods, but it was like somewhat clearer to me, where it took till the end of this episode to realize that it wasn't isolated to that diner.
No.
It was like happening
he did it to the world,
And I was like, oh.
Because you can hear the like news. Yeah.
I picked up on that, but I
was
thought
like power grids across the country were failing.
I thought it was still part of this bubble. Like I thought it was more just like agitation.
Oh, I
like
see.
I didn't realize that like
the newscast existed only inside the diner.
Kind of.
I get it. I get what you're
that's
saying.
kind of what I was thinking at first. And so by this episode, I think I'm fully, because remember I was really thrown by the sleepiness, sickness, and all that, and I was like, no, okay, I think I completely understand what's happening here. So.
Also, someone did mention in the comments that the sleeping sickness, that like encephalitis or whatever, was a real
Didn't care for that
thing.
Factoid.
But, and I did know that it was a real thing. I was only commenting on the fact that I thought the phrase sleepy sickness as a headline in the newspaper was very funny.
Also, because we did get a comment, and I picked up on it before, and I was going to bring it up, that Boyd Holly.
Yes, I was wrong. Boyd Holbrook is not Emma Roberts' baby daddy. It is Garrett Hedlund. That was my bad. I said it with my whole chest, and I apologize.
But the reason that was so funny is because off recording, when we were just watching it, I was like, he's really giving me like Captain Hook from that weird Pan movie that came out a few years ago, which was Garrett Hedlund.
Yeah.
So both of us completely merged those two people.
I was like, to be fair, they do like sort of merge together in my mind. I think they came at, like up at the kind of the same time.
Did I ever make you watch that Pan movie?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's so weird. It's one of those movies that's like almost
It's almost good. It's watchable, but it's almost good. But it just falls.
But he's doing this like American accent. It's so strange the way he's just sort of yelling at people.
Well, he's Australian, I think. Garrett Hedlund.
But also because you're dealing with like a turn of the century, like Midwest. Yeah. I don't know. It was wild.
It was weird.
The way he speaks in that movie.
If you want to watch a Peter Pan movie, watch this one from 2003. Let's talk about
Just
the Sandman. To give Will a thought bubble.
Of them flying. So I thought these were really great day players.
Yeah.
I've been saying that a lot. I don't mean it as an insult. I think it can come off as dismissive. No. I don't mean it because they're kind of people that we've seen. Because I love Laurie Davidson. He is, I find, so dreamy. He's with so that Roman bridge.
Boy, his nose. I like him.
He was on that. He was William Shakespeare on that Will TV show, and he's also in Cats.
That's right. He's the magical Mr. Mistopheles.
Give me a thought, Bubba. Yeah. Oh, and Daisy Head. The whole time I'm watching it, I was like, this girl's really charismatic.
She's popping up all over, and I dig it because her dad's not getting any younger, and it's making me sad.
She's Anthony Stewart Head's daughter.
Yeah.
She played a fantastic character in Shadow and Bone that we're maybe getting more of.
I think, yeah. Well, we're getting more of the show for sure, and she is in more of the books, so she should pop up again.
And even Marsh, he was in Teen Wolf. He was one of the like doctors that yada yada. So
it was great. I liked it quite a lot. I like the minute you start, like you realize what he's doing, obviously, because he says he's doing it or whatever. But it's like it starts off kind of small. Where like so the married couple are bitching at each other about what they're ordering for lunch. Like, also, I'm sorry, you're going to a 24/7 diner, and you're ordering a spinach salad?
Okay, sure. Yes, absolutely. But also, spinach salads are delicious.
Spinach salads are
fucking
great.
love spinach salads. But especially if you got the good ones with the egg. Sure. Maybe get some ham. I was watching this last night. And I was a little bit drunk, and I have never wanted anything more in my life than that fucking burger.
It looks so good. It's too much, but it looks amazing.
It was too much, but no.
So it starts out with them sniping, and then, Daisy Head, Judy, is like trying to meet her girlfriend, and then Mark says something to her, and she's like, "Can I text you to see if like the texts are coming through? I feel like I don't have any service." And he goes, "You have service. She just doesn't want to talk to you." And it's like, and like, that's the moment where you're like, oh no. And then the whole time Bet is trying to get with Marsh, and he's like really standoffish. And then he finally tells her what's up, and it's that he's fucking her son, who is blessedly 21 years old. But still, it's so
unsavory.
Much. It's very unsavory.
It was super unsavory. You know why this show's good?
Because it's so unsavory.
No, because everyone's so gay.
Yeah,
I did not realize this was going to be gay.
Yeah.
It's very, I mean, I guess, but And it also, it again, comparing it, the American Gods is my entry point, so get used to it. Neil Gaiman loves a vignette. And he's really good at it. He's really good at it endearing us to these players. I read something that led me to believe a lot of these like seemingly plopped in the middle of nowhere vignettes come together.
I would imagine.
Not this season, but like down the road, a lot of things sort of.
I would definitely imagine. He's really good at that too. And it's, I think one of the reasons why, one of the things I've read of his that stuck with me the most is The Ocean at the End of the Lane. And it's like a novella, so it's really short. It's like, I think it's like 90 pages. It's so compelling, and so it is like kind of a big vignette, like a bigger vignette, but there's something about it. It's just
I
incredible.
watched this really awesome video that I wanted to show you. If you're new to the channel, I'm very passionate about the art of storytelling. And I watched this really awesome like 10-minute video about why Christie Cunningham in Stranger Things season 4 is such a good character.
Yeah.
It's like a masterclass in how to endear the audience to a character right off the bat.
Yeah.
And it was sort of fascinating. And Neil Gaiman's very good at that. Along with the production and the actors and stuff.
Of course. Yeah.
We're speaking broadly. But so yeah, it does end up going cosmic. I loved God. When fucking Morpheus showed up, I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
And he's all, it's lies. And then Morpheus is like, no, dude.
It's hope and it's dreams. Like, you have to, like, there has to be a balance.
At a certain point, there's two wolves inside of you.
Yeah, right. It's just
like you gotta feed. I don't know. It at a certain point, life is what you make of it. And I really liked that sentiment. Then they like transition to the dreaming, and John thought he like gotcha'd Morpheus because he smashed the ruby, but it just sort of let that energy loose.
Yeah, instead of destroying it, it like the energy that Morpheus had put into it just was released into the world, and so he was able to get it back.
Okay.
And then he put him to sleep.
I find this very interesting that they are gods, for God's sake.
Yeah.
For lack of a better word, I guess we're calling them gods. I like that they're not all-knowing.
Yeah.
Or that several places we've seen Morpheus sort of like grow or learn or like adapt. I find that very, very interesting.
I like it a lot.
So Morpheus put him back in.
It seemed like he was back in his facility, and he put him he made him sleep. So
do we think she was trying to kill him, or was that just a nightmare? Ethel was trying to kill John his whole life?
I think it was just a nightmare.
Okay.
Yeah. They think it's like because of all the like everything is lies thing, I think it's what he thought his mother always thought. If only she could tell the truth to him. And it's like,
exhausting.
I'm over it. I again, with the man pain, I fucking can't.
We had some good hashtags going.
We did. That was good.
So, and then we have what I am assuming is desire.
You are correct.
Lurking, which seems to be a desire specialty.
Yeah.
Lurking on the periphery.
Yep.
Menacing gaily. I think that's about all we.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. It was a bottle episode, so it was pretty cool. I liked that quite a lot. And now Morpheus has all of his power back because he has his helm and he has his sand and he has the power of the ruby.
So we're like into book 2 now.
It seems like it. I don't know how they're broken up in the actual graphic novels, but
what it seemed like is it's sort of like half and half.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Well,
the next episode is the one that I've heard stuff about.
Okay.
So I'm excited. We'll be back. Bye.
Oh, I'm all in on Patton Oswalt. I warmed up. When he was talking at the end, I was like, this is perfect.
It's amazing.
Nothing could ever be better.